Are you serious? Russia on the attack. Breaking news. Are you serious?
Official telling me a short time ago that all military intelligence indicators show that the Russians have conducted their first airstrike in Syria. It took place in the western city of Homs. Now, why is this so significant, this location? This is an area where ISIS is generally not operating, but anti-Assad forces are. Why would the Russians strike here unless they were planning to have an intent to prop up Bashar al-Assad? That's what the U.S. is looking at. The backstory on all of this, apparently the U.S. official says earlier today a Russian general went to the U.S. embassy in Baghdad, spoke to the U.S. military defense attaché there, and informed the U.S. that these airstrikes would happen within 1 hour of that notification.
1 hour.
And told the U.S. it should get its warplanes out of Syrian airspace. The U.S. not doing that. U.S. warplanes, coalition warplanes, continue to fly their missions, we are told. The Russians did not tell the U.S. exactly where they were flying. They didn't say that it would be this area of Homs where there are anti-regime forces fighting the Assad government.
Folks, Russia has the empire of Russia strikes back. And what I mean by that is they are taking the Middle East. It is prophesied to happen. The bear of the north, the king of the north, has come down. Matter of fact, go to Ezekiel 38. Listen to this. Last Monday, Benjamin Netanyahu flew to Moscow to meet with Russian President Vladimir Putin, an emergency meeting in which Netanyahu told him, look, what are you doing? What is your plans? Why are you building an air base in Syria? What's going on here? And they had a 3-hour emergency meeting. Netanyahu says that Russian President Vladimir Putin assured him that he was only there to protect Russia's interest and that they were not going to lock arms with Hezbollah or Iran to do any kind of offensives or to help, and of course, Israel's saying, look, if we see people moving weapons or missiles into southern Lebanon to give to Hezbollah to use against us, we're going to blow them up like we've always done. And we don't want to kill some Russians while we're doing it. You might want to stay clear. But 3 days later, Putin locked arms with Hezbollah and attacked ISIS. Now, fast forward, this week, the United Nations, President Obama, President Putin speaking in the same day. Obama talking about how we got the greatest military in the world, talking about how we're the greatest nation in the world. Yet we know that the Iranian nuke deal isolated Israel. We also know that it empowered Iran. Of course, Iran is a staunch ally of Russia. Now, let's go. Now, Russia's in Syria. Quickly, they're there. They have tanks. They have rocket launchers. They have thousands of troops. They have airplanes. They build an air base. And I mean, they're up and operational while the United Nations are still in process. And even though Obama and Putin met at 5 o'clock, was it Tuesday night? 2 days later, Russia has attacked. But who's Russia attacking? Not ISIS, not now. They're attacking the Free Syrian Army that are funded by the United States, who've been fighting against Assad and his regime. Let's go to Ezekiel 38 real quick. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against him, and say, Thus saith the Lord God, Behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal. Gog is the principality that rules Magog. The Magog territory is Mother Russia. It's just where it is geographically. And I will turn thee back and put a hook in thy jaw, and I will bring thee forth and all thy armies, your horses, your horsemen, all of them who clothe with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers, shields, and all of them handling swords. So Russia will have a hook in her jaw and will be brought into this Middle East conflict. And Russia will team up with Persia, that's Iran, Ethiopia, whom Putin said 2 days ago at the UN he was coming to help reestablish Libya. Look at this. Persia, Ethiopia, which is northern Africa, and Libya, whom Putin said he was coming to prop up their government with them, and all of them with their shields and helmets. Gomer, which is a southern band or a southern part of Russia, all of his bands, and the house of Togarmah, which is Turkey, of the north quarters, and all of his bands, and many people with thee. So be thou prepared, prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. It's going to happen, and it is happening today. Just about an hour ago, less than an hour ago, the attack's begun. Russia is attacking. Now, meanwhile, Russia gives the United States generals at the U.S. Embassy in Syria 1 hour notice that Russia's coming. And Russia doesn't even tell them where they're going to attack. Just, you got 1 hour. We're letting you know now. We're attacking. And oh, by the way, you need to get your planes out of Syria. America says, no, we're not moving our planes. So what does that mean? So folks, look, we went past the Bay of Pigs. We're past the Cold War. We're at a level of high military alert, and we're on the brink of World War III. It is as dangerous as it can get. Remember, Israel sitting there with their fingers on the trigger, wondering what in the world Russia's doing, and America can't explain it. Don't miss today's live broadcast. Starts at 12 noon Eastern. Maybe we'll know more by then. Are you serious? Are you saved?